Unhinged, loud. Yeah, they sleeping on us. Wake them up now.
To conquer something means you didn't avoid it, you went through it, you felt it, you fought through it. Surviving is one thing, but conquering means you didn't let it define you.
Right.
And there's so many women who feel like they're falling behind, but really they're in a middle of a fight and they don't even realize that they're becoming stronger through it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. It just means you didn't give up on yourself.
Yes. You didn't give up yourself.
And now I want to know, when did you realize you weren't just surviving this, that you were actually overcoming it?
So I realized I was overcoming it when I started to basically, literally, the word is conquer over things the doctor told me that I couldn't do. For example, with this autoimmune disease, Graves' disease, you have a very prominent symptom that they look at, which has to do with the heart palpitations. Because when your heart is beating super, super fast, you're not supposed to feel like you're running when you're sitting down. So you're not supposed to feel like you're working out and all you're doing is sitting down, sitting around, but your body and your metabolism is just going super fast. My metabolism worked at 300% than any regular being. So with that being 300%, my heart rate was fast. Everything was just moving fast. And one of the things the doctor told me not to do, especially with the symptoms that I was having, was make sure you do moderate workout. Don't push yourself too much. I know you like cardio because I do like running on a treadmill and I do like doing extracurricular activities. I like hiking. I like doing adventure things outside. I just like being myself. And I have a problem when someone tells me that I can't be myself because of a disease. And I know your health comes first, but I just had to prove to myself that I'm not going to let anything, no matter if it's a disease, no matter what comes my way, I just gained the strength and I just told myself, you're not going to take this from me. You're not going to take something from me that gave me joy. You're not going to take something from me that gave me hope and that made me feel good at the end of the day. All because of a disease. So yes, what I did was I pushed myself. I pushed myself to the limit because I just believed in myself so much that this is not going to stop me from being the person God created. He created me very healthy. And what I did was slowly, I did listen to them at first because I do care about myself. But I started to add things in my life that would benefit me. So now that I know, okay, running so much makes my heart rate fast, what can I do to actually help myself stay calm so I can enjoy the things like hiking and stuff like that? So besides medicine, you have to look into holistic things because I do feel like there's things put on this earth that are so good for you, like ginger, beets, just things that can cleanse your body naturally and that can actually heal you. That's not pharmaceuticals. And I was like, okay, let me start changing my diet in a way where I'm getting ginger in my body because it promotes better immunity and it just helps with my blood flow. Let me get beets because beets is really good for the heart. I just started to look towards those things and then gradually going more and more and more in the gym. And now currently I'm working out way better than I was working out when I was healthy. All because I pushed myself and I still have the disease.
And I can feel how strong that is for you. Like you weren't just dealing with symptoms, you were fighting to keep your identity. Because what you're really saying is, I'm not letting this take who I am. And that's powerful.
Let people know that it's hard. Just because I'm talking with strength and I've overcome doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. It was times I couldn't get out of bed. But I told myself, if I push myself to drink this ginger shot, I know I'm going to get a little boost of energy.
But I do want to say this. There's a difference between pushing through and learning how to work with your body, because your strength isn't just in how hard you can push, it's in how well you can understand your body and still show up for yourself. What you just said about not losing yourself, that matters, because this doesn't get to take your joy. It doesn't get to take your identity. But you don't have to lose who you are. You just have to learn how to move differently through it. And that doesn't mean stop living. It just means learning how to live in a way that supports your body while still being you. And when you were pushing yourself, did you ever have moments where your body pushed back?
Yes, I have. So with me, especially with cardio, my heart started to get better, where I feel like my heart got used to, okay, she's working out now. So it started to regulate itself, is what I'm trying to say, with the working out. But a symptom that really pushed was feet swelling and hand swelling. This is a new symptom I'm currently having, and joint aches. Graves' disease will affect your muscle and your joint, and it eats at your muscles. So imagine building muscle, and then the Graves' disease come and try to like take that what you built away. And it's like a tug and pull, tug and pull, tug and pull. But the way your body works after a while is your body loves repetitive things. So when you keep on, I'm really sore, but let me just still do something, like you don't have to really push yourself. You just have to really be consistent. And that's all it takes.
I hear two things in what you're saying. On one side, you started noticing your body adapting. But on the other side, you're also dealing with new symptoms. And that can really be confusing, because it feels like, okay, I'm doing something that should help, but then your body is still reacting in other ways. Your body is constantly trying to adapt. But when there's more inflammation involved, it doesn't always respond in a straight line. And what you said about tug of war, that's exactly what it can feel like. You're building and your body is also breaking things down, and it's going back and forth. And healing isn't always linear. Sometimes it feels like progress and resistance at the same time. And I love that you said your body likes repetition, because that is so true. Your body learns patterns. But the key is, what patterns are we reinforcing? This is where things like tracking symptoms, watching patterns, understanding your triggers become really important. And especially with symptoms like swelling, joint pain, inflammation, because that's your body communicating something, not something to ignore. When you started noticing the swelling and joint pain, did it feel like your body was trying to slow you down?
So, yes, it really did, because my hands would get so swollen to the point where it felt numb. Like the blood was just so swollen in my hands and my feet that it'll feel numb, and it did stop me from doing a lot of things. It stopped me from really gripping things. It stopped me from just holding a cup, like literally. But I've learned how to even handle that symptom. And I learned what was the cause of it. The cause of literally, I think, my swollen hands and feet with the Graves is not only was I exercising and drinking a lot of water, but my salt intake. I had to stop. I love salty food, not really salty, but I like salt in my food. It brings a lot of flavor. And one thing that I had to stop was not stop enjoying what I like to eat, but just pivot. Not only do you have to pivot with your doctor, you got to pivot with your health too to get the same result, like French fries. And one of the things that helped me pivot from me still enjoying, still getting to the French fries, was switching French fries to sweet potato fries.
Those are so amazing.
Yes, so good. And just simply switching French fries into sweet potato fries was the best choice because now I like sweet potato more than regular potato. And it's so good, like you said. It's so good. It's delicious.
Girl, the first time I had sweet potato fries was this restaurant I worked at, and I never had them before in my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my first addiction. So, I mean, that's the part people don't see. Like, you know, you can get something you enjoy, just switch it up a little bit, and it'd probably be better than you even thought. Like, you just have to learn how to adjust. A lot of people think that, you know, if I can't do it the same way, then I can't do it at all. But that is not true at all. You just have to learn how to, like you said, pivot with your body. You know, switching things instead of restricting everything, that's sustainable. It isn't about punishment. It's just about supporting your body, working with your body, not against it, not forcing it, but learning how it responds and adjusting from there. So when you started making these pivots, did it feel like you were gaining control again?
Yes. When I started making these just little pivots in what I eat, my diet, and like what I would do, it actually started to help me. Along with the medicine, I did get a full thyroidectomy. And that was only because I got diagnosed late, because I've been having these symptoms for years, and I got diagnosed last year. So I had to get my full thyroid removed because it was starting to get super swollen where I couldn't. Your thyroid is located in the base of your head. And it was starting to get swollen, and it was affecting the way I eat and how I swallow. It was very uncomfortable. So I had a full thyroidectomy, and with that comes medicine. And with the medicine that they give you, you have to eat right, because that medicine is a whole, I think your thyroid is a hormone organ. So that's removed. So what's so crazy is right now I'm so cold. I am so cold. Right now in Houston, it's about 68 degrees. But I feel it.
Yeah, I used to.
So
it is so dry and humid there. And the fact that you're cold in April in Texas, like, yeah.
So the medicine is basically that it's a replacement for that organ. So I always make sure that you have to eat properly. You have to.
No, that's a big deal.
It's so important to pivot. Do not stop what you enjoy all because of the disease. If you're listening to this, do not stop. Learn how to actually pivot. Like instead of juice, I love cranberry juice and I'll never get rid of cranberry or apple. But I also like Welch's. Also like soda. I'm young. Who doesn't like, a cup of soda sometimes? But instead of,
Girl, my nutritionist told me I was drinking too much water. So I told her, I said, all right, then I'll switch it to Dr. Pepper. She did not like that answer.
It's like either or. It's like either or.
She said, you should not be drinking more than 16 ounces of water a day. I said, because I love Evian, Voss. I love that type of water. It's just so pure and clean. And she said, you do not need to be drinking more than 16 ounces of water a day. I said, okay, how about I switch my water to Dr. Pepper then? She didn't like that.
Yes, I love floats. Like, I'm a float girl. I love vanilla ice cream and pushing Coca-Cola in there.
Yes.
I love soda in a certain way. But instead of soda, I started to go for Olipop. And with Olipop, it's basically soda, but more of a probiotic for your stomach. So instead of soda, I just switched it to something else, and I'm still enjoying that soda taste. I'm still enjoying the soda.
The only thing that I have not let go of is my little dum-dum suckers. Like, I am so obsessed with my little dum-dum, but my hands and my wrists have gotten so bad, it's even hard for me to hold those. Like, they weigh nothing at all. Yeah. And it got so hard for me. But I love how real you're being, though, because this is what people are really actually struggling with. Like, it's not about being perfect. It's about what you actually enjoy. And that's the key. You didn't just cut everything out. You found a way to pivot, because let's be honest, if you try to remove everything you like, you're not going to stick to it. Then you're just going to give up everything. So, it's not about replacing water with soda. I can't do that, but it is about making choices, that support your body. And I don't think
at least once a month.
I mean, if you're a nutritionist and you're going to complain about how much water I'm drinking, then I'm just going to make the choice, just to disregard it altogether. I mean,
or treat yourself.
Just
like
a
drink
small
a lot of water, you can have soda.
Right. Just the over 16 ounces, I'll switch back for Dr. Pepper, And then we'll add that up over time and see how my body works with it. But that's important. You didn't give up what you loved. You just changed how you got it. You don't want to restrict everything in your body.
I'm very militant, and I believe food really boosts your morale.
I can't go from all this seasoned meats to cauliflower pizza. But what I can do is, instead of getting Tyson's chemical dip bleached chicken, I can get air chilled chicken, which is better for you. And I can get organic fruit that is better. And I can switch up those salty McDonald's French fries for sweet potato fries that are actually much better. It's just the little things that we switch up, and your body starts adapting to that. It don't start craving it as much. The nutritionist I talked with on my last podcast, she talked about how when her mom stopped going out to eat all the time, she stopped wanting it. Because Chick-fil-A, it's once you stop these for a week, you stop craving it and your body starts adapting without it. So, it's just about intention, not about perfection.
And another thing, your mind is so powerful when it comes to your senses. I've done full-blown just fruit, water, nut fast. No bread, no milk, no meat, no fish. Just literally fruit, water, and my protein, which was nuts. And I'm not gonna lie, with that experience, it taught me so much, because from that, I was the fast was so good, but after a while, I was I really want a burger. I want a burger so bad. I really want some pizza. After this fast, one of the first things I'm gonna get is some fries and a burger or pizza. And I'm not gonna lie, after that fast for a week and taking a bite of that burger or pizza, I was so disappointed. And I was disappointed because it didn't taste like how it tasted in my head. And I'm have I just been feeding myself this for so long? The McDonald's fries tasted like plastic. It really did. But because some people, we got so accustomed to McDonald's and chicken nuggets, it's the addictive chemical that they put is what
MSG.
The MSG is what you're really addicted to. If you really stop and just eat pure food that comes out the ground and just organic stuff for a week, and then test yourself. Go buy yourself, a $2.49 French fry. And I tasted it and I instantly spit it out because it literally tasted like plastic with salt.
And here is such a good point about fasting, because I usually do about 36 to 48 hours of fasting of water alone. And this is why, because around 24 to 48 hour mark of fasting, your body actually starts shifting in a completely different way. First, your body, it runs on glucose first, but once that's used up, it switches over to burning stored energy. And that's when people start saying, I feel lighter, clear, different. And it's because your body isn't constantly digesting anymore. It's focusing on repair, regulation, cleanup. And sometimes it's not that your body needed more, it's that it needed a break. But I also want to say this, because fasting is not one size fits all, especially with autoimmune conditions, because your body is already under stress. So what felt good for you was your experience, but it's important for people to understand. You have to know your body before you try something like that. And what I love about what you said, though, that it taught you something. You became more aware of how your body responds. And that's the real takeaway. After 48 hours, the body changes. It stops running on what you just ate. It's like a whole shift begins and it starts running on what's already inside. So it's in repair mode. So it starts restoring your cells. It starts cleaning up the bacteria. So that 48-hour mark is when your body actually shifts from focusing on digestive to focusing on repair. So that 48-hour mark, because at first, your brain's going to be like, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. But once you get through that 6-minute mark and you fill up on water, it starts rejuvenating your cells. It starts restoring your energy. It cleanses out this bacteria that's in your digestive tract, and it burns all this stored fat. Our body is not meant to eat 3 times a day. That's just what the system tells you, but your body is not meant to eat that much. And so what we're consuming is all this GMOs and all this processed meats and processed foods and just not anything organic or natural at all. So your body is trying to constantly clean it out, but you're not giving your digestive tract enough time for it to clean out. So that's why I like to do like 1 or 2 fastings out of a month just to restore, because autoimmune disease starts with the leaky gut. And if we can stop the leaky gut and we start prioritizing what we're eating and how much we're eating, it could be a thing that could help anything.
Yeah. And that also makes me think that the government sets us up. They set us up.
Oh, absolutely. Because I was telling my son this today. Rockefeller owns the education system. He owns big pharma. He owns the banking. He owns the media. So in school, they teach you about authority. Raise your hand. Don't talk unless if you get spoken to. So then you go to your 9-to-5 job, which gets you sick. So then you have to get started taking on medicine. So then it's like, everything that you do is getting paid by Rockefeller. And honestly, it kind of ties back to what we were saying earlier about learning to think for yourself, not just taking everything in, and actually understanding what applies to you. But going back, it's crazy how everything is connected. What are you consuming?
Yeah.
You got to think about the information, the entertainment, the influence.
What's so weird is when you really think about it, they named the network Zeus, which is connected to the Greek god. Not only that, isn't that the same Greek god and type of mythology that the Epstein people follow too?
Hold on 1 second, because I'm about to find this out real quick.
Yes, it's all connected. I'm telling you, I was like, okay, they named their network Zeus. When you look up Zeus, it's mythology that's connected to a Greek god. How are the Greeks connected to Israel? I figured that the Greek gods, specifically Zeus, is connected to Israel because Israel view mythology as their strong arm, their brother type of situation. You have to think for yourself. These shows, you might be into, the mainstream media, but it's a form of brainwash and idol worship. You're unwillingly giving your soul away. That's literally what it is. And people might be I'm giving your soul away with a show. It's because what created the show, what they're showing you, the symbolism, it's all connected.
And I think what a lot of people are starting to realize is how much influence what we watch has on us. Not even in a dramatic way, but just in how we think, what we believe, what we normalize. And that's why it's so important to be intentional about what you're consuming. Because at the end of the day, you do have the ability to think for yourself, to question things, to decide what actually applies to you. And that's why I tell my son, I don't want you listening to, what was the dude's name? It was a rapper. He got shot. Well, there's a lot of those. Yes, that was my son's favorite rapper. And I said, you're going to have to go in a whole new direction with this, because you don't need to be listening to street gangsters and guns, because he wanted a gun, and he's 11 years old. So finally, he started listening to Caleb Gordon, which is a Christian rapper, and Dante, whatever is, I don't know, I'd posted him earlier. I'm thankful for that, because he still gets the beats that he likes, and he still gets the rap that he likes. It's just in a better form, and not, because your frequencies have a lot to do with your mindset. And they took out the number 13 from everything, which is the frequency for the earth's peace and harmony. And they considered it an unlucky number, but in fact, it is not an unlucky number. It is the number
13. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, because 13 is connected to God. People always look at how there's 12 apostles.
Yes.
Jesus was the 13th at the table.
A lot of airplanes and hospitals don't have row or floor 13. But the number 13 is for peace and harmony. It's the universal number for love and harmony. That's where everything has been divided. You have your constellation 13, and it's crazy how they just brainwash you. They say one thing and they want people just to believe it and run with it. No, I'll do my research before I believe anybody's word of mouth.
Yes. Because, I just feel like in order for these people to know that 13 is a certain frequency, I really feel like 13 represents Jesus. And it just makes you feel like they know. Like you have to know in order for you to stop showing 13. You have to know what it really means in order for you to get the people off of it, or just try to make them not be in that 13 frequency. They know what's the reason. They know what it do. They have knowledge of it. They just don't want us to access it. Because then if we start accessing that stuff, they're not going to make money off the power.
That's just like natural herbs. Instead of them wanting us to do natural things because they can't tax it or profit from it, you have to go to big pharma to get all these medications. There's a lot of natural remedies and stuff that works as well. And there's a lot of things that their agenda is to hide it from you, so you don't see the truth, so you don't get any of the information you're supposed to.
Yes,
and that's a sad thing.
Dr. Sebi, after he healed so many cancer patients, because he was stopping their money. He was stopping what they had going on. Honestly, anybody who's listening to this, I know this might seem a little bit harsh, but if you can, take the histolic route. I honestly don't regret what I went through, and I've been going through it for so long for me to get a thyroidectomy surgery. But if I had the opportunity and the knowledge to know that I can really just fight and heal through this with histolic knowledge and really just believe in the things that the earth will provide, I would take that route. I probably wouldn't have done the surgery. I probably would have feel more better and not have to have a hormone replacement every day of my life until I died. That's harsh. That's really hard. Yeah. Dr. Sebi,
he healed a lot of people.
That book had a remedy. It was literally like an equation remedy for cancer. Like, he cured cancer. And not only did they hide that book from us, you can't find that book nowhere. I feel like if you go on Amazon and look for it, it's fake.
It definitely won't be on Amazon, but I'm sure it's found somewhere. It's somewhere. I'm going to dig for it. At that time, though, I feel like you made the best decision that you could with the information that you did have at the time, and that matters. And I do believe there's a value in holistic approaches like nutrition, your lifestyle, and supporting the body naturally. But I also believe there's a place for medical care too. And with conditions like yours, especially when things have progressed, sometimes intervention becomes necessary. And that doesn't mean you failed. It means your body needed support. So it's not about choosing one or the other. It's about doing what your body needed at that moment. So I also
That's
want
true.
people listening to understand that everybody is different, and what works for one person may not be safe or effective for someone else. What's really important is to base decisions on what's safe and what's supported and what works for your body specifically. But the truth is, you did right. You did advocate for yourself, and you're still here. You're learning, adjusting, and helping other people. And that matters more than anything.
2024 to 2026, more younger people, especially my age, has been diagnosed with so much autoimmune diseases and just diseases in general. It was not like this in the 90s. You know, teenagers and young adults my age were outside. We were outside adventuring. We were way much healthy. We were eating better. And I just feel like why so much young people are getting diagnosed is because I honestly do feel like the medical system, they're poisoning us. They want to cut our life short.
That's what the whole COVID shot was about.
Mhm.
And I don't think it's fair that just because you're a billionaire, you get to cut off somebody's life because they make $30,000 a year. That's not fair, because that's what you have taught everybody to do. You taught for them to work 9 to 5 and work for you guys. It's not fair. And I was born in 87, and my mom, when she was my age, she was not like me. She had so much energy, and I look back at it now. When I was young, I'm like, my God, you're old. But now that I think about it, I'm like, how in the world does she do that? That's a real concern. I think a lot of people right now are noticing that more and more young people are dealing with health issues. And it does make you stop and ask, why is this happening more now? I think there are a few real things that have changed over time, like how we eat because of what they're putting in foods, how we live because of the chemicals are spraying in the air, how we live because back in the 90s and early 2000s, you could have a paycheck and save some of that money. Now you pay 2 bills and you don't even have enough to pay for the rest of, till your next check. So that causes the stress levels. And then you have your environmental exposures, and even how much better we are at detecting, diagnosing things right now. It's not always just that one single cause, usually majority of that combination. So it's like, I always bring it back to what can we do right now? Because that's where our power is, what we eat, how we manage, and how we take care of stress. And, we have to start making change. But no, it's the entire opposite. The truth is what they don't want you to know, and what, you don't think is really happening, but it's there.
In one of his quote-unquote crazy rants that he had before, and it stuck with me, he said, we are so accustomed to a system and what they tell us, like you said, about the schools, about your job, your 9 to 5, that we forget basic things like letting your kid jump off the table. He was basically explaining, you don't want your kid on the table so he won't hurt himself. But what you don't realize is you not letting your kid put that superhero cape on and to pretend like he's Superman and jump off that table to that couch, that is limiting them. You're putting them into that systematic mindset. When literally that freedom, set up, what I used to do as a kid is we used to set up pillows and make forts. That's missing now. Like most kids want to be on their iPads, their phone, that most of them forget to jump on.
Everybody else's information instead of experiencing on their own. I used to get on a skateboard in my neighborhood and fly down this hill. I would used to paint rocks and sell them in my neighborhood. Like, who the hell is going to buy a painted rock? Okay. This was my mindset. Not having to be at home until the street lights came on. But then you also got all these evil and creeps out there that, are lurking around your children. Yeah. It's about learning for them to experience childhood. Children need their peace, and, you got to protect their peace. and let them have fun and be kids, not be consumed by internet and TV. And it's crazy.
And this is how children don't know what they want to be. Like after high school, everybody should find it weird that after high school or college, you really don't know what you're skilled at, what you're talented of. It's one thing not knowing what you're supposed to be, but most kids, especially my age, my friends, most of them don't know what they're talented in. If I sit there and ask them, hey, what are you talented in? What are you good at? Which is what you're supposed to be working on. They don't know. They're just working to make it by to pay bills.
And I understand that too, because I have my master's degree and I'm basically paying for a diploma that I haven't even used. It's just getting you a piece of paper saying that you're certified in this. But at the end of the day, you still have to have the credentials. You still got to have such and such and such experience. But you can't get that experience until you get your first job. And I feel like if you're imaginative enough, you can open up your own thing and do what you want. Like, you don't have to be in this system of confinement to pay this person and you do what you want to do.
That's where that saying of let your kid jump off the coffee table means. It's because like most kids and most teenagers aren't skilled in anything, or because they're not doing what they want to do. And not in the sense where they're like loose or like doing stuff to, that's bad for them, but actually doing what they're interested in. What's wrong with that? We're so accustomed to a system.
Right.
You gotta be a scientist or doctor or this or that. What if my kid want to go to the X Games? What if he just want to skateboard all his life? What if he or she want to be a dancer? What if he or she just want to paint?
I feel like that parent should back that person. Right, you need to back your child up in what they want to do. That's their one and only chance at life. You've lived your life.
Yes. And I feel like that's so important for kids and for teenagers to actually do what you want. Like literally, do what you want. Stop settling. Right. I don't care if you're broke. Take the bus. Do what you love.
I feel like parents start paying attention. Like start paying attention to what comes naturally to their kids, what they enjoy, what they're drawn to. Because of their talent, it's usually hiding in what feels easy to you, what you keep coming back to, and at the same time, people are just trying to survive. So, I feel like you just need to support your kids because at the end of the day, you lived your life, you did what you thought was best for you. Now, let your kids do what they want to do.
Yes, that is so important. It's so important for right now. So many girls and kids are in colleges when their real career or like their destiny has nothing to do with the college. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like
you're paying for a piece of paper that they probably won't even use.
Yes. And it's just like, it's so important. Like, for example, I'm now figuring out what I used to be in love with. And I forgot about that. All because I needed extra income, my way of living. All because I grew up and needed to pay my bills, so I had to work around that. And then the stress that came into my life, I totally forgot about what I used to do. One of the things I used to do with my brother is I used to choreograph whole dances at 10 years old. Whole dance routines, talent shows, and everything. Just naturally. I did it because it was fun.
I went to this dance school from 5 to 10 years old. My daughter had the same dance teacher when she went to the same dance school at 5 years old. So we had the same dance teacher. I've danced up and through high school. I used to do the same thing. We used to get our camcorders out and videotape us doing dances to these songs and just being entertained on our own. And recording music videos on VHS, like the simple days.
I'm thinking about that, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's a talent. Whether you realize it or not, see how it came so easily and it was so good and you just wanted to keep on doing it.
Yeah, right.
And it was fun. You did what you loved. It's like you can do it all day. And then in real life, you really can get really high paid from that.
Stress reliever because it's not pressure. you're passionate about it, and you're doing what you love. So at the end of the day, you're not considering it as a job that you're forced to go to. So, I mean, it's crazy how things have changed over time just in the 10 years.
What I was trying to say is, with me doing that, I didn't realize the whole time at the age of, I think it was age 9 to 16, just consistently making my brother do dance routines and to act a certain way. We got to wear these hip hop clothes and we just got to make VHA. The whole time I was creative directing, the whole time. So now that I have a little stability, that's exactly what I'm going toward. What I enjoyed at first, what I fell in love with, what I can
The easiest thing you could do is rent out a building, get a dance studio together, get these kids together, and have a dance class during the summer that they're off. And that's fun. I remember my first video I put together was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads, and Ghetto Cowboy. I was the infuriated dance person, like Ghetto Cowboy, jumping out of the bushes, okay? I was like 10 years old, didn't even know what that song meant, but I thought it was fun. People are so scared to live what they're passionate about because they're scared of the income. But if you don't ever take that chance, you're just going to be stuck in this stressful cycle forever.
Let me tell you, I learned that when you perfect your craft, money is just going to run towards you. You don't even have to chase it. You don't have to chase the bag when you perfect your craft. That's the truth. When you're so good at what you do, people are going to find you. Opportunities are going to find you. All you have to do is market yourself and put yourself on the internet. When you're a good dancer, make a dance video and put it on the internet. If you're really good and you perfected that craft, you're going to attract people.
If you do it every day for 10 years, you can't get any worse. You're just going to get better. And I feel like if you manifest what you want, that energy and that frequency, you're talking to your subconscious in the mirror. So if you're whispering to yourself, I'm going to have this in 10 years, this is what I'm going to be in 10 years, that energy forcefully aligns, and that's what's going to happen. Like, it cannot happen if you don't do it. But you have to know it within yourself, which is where manifestation comes in. The energy and frequency aligns with you. And in 10 years, if you do it every day, you cannot go backwards. You're only going to go forward.
I honestly feel like that's why the Statue of Liberty was intentionally posted in New York. Why? Because if you notice around any other state, New York people are dancing in the subways and making that money. They do not care about no job. You notice that? Like, if you ever go to New York,
have you seen the video of them dancing inside of the train and going under each other and like doing these crazy routines? I'm like, I would break a kneecap if I tried some crap like that. They don't have to try though, they just do it.
Yeah, they just do it. And I just feel like that's how everything is intentional. Why? Because New York has such a big life. Juilliard is there. It's like the state of talent.
I think people put too much pressure on themselves and think themselves out of it. And we were talking about how your brain is the biggest organ, like you could talk yourself in being sick or dying. And it's like the control, the timing, and the strength. It doesn't just happen. It's hours and hours of practice. But talent gets attention, and consistency is what builds it. And that's the part that people miss. They see the performance, but not the work behind it. But it's just like, do what you're good at, put it out there, and people will respond to it. And it's the same thing with anything. Just keep showing up for yourself over and over again. Build it. That's what makes you realize that you could actually use what you're good at.
And it should make you realize, and also that your tongue has power. It's literally life and death is on the tongue.
Oh my gosh. I say that all the time. Be mindful of what you say, because When you speak those words, you can't just say sorry and take it back. That either hurts a person for the rest of their life or it builds them. And I always tell people, be mindful what you say. Your tongue is the most powerful thing in your body. You can't just say something mean to somebody and say, I'm sorry, and take it back. It's not like hitting somebody and giving them a red mark and that red mark goes away. No, those words stick forever.
Exactly. It goes back to people that are sick with autoimmune disease. It's a really sad thing to happen to you. But that moment you want to give up and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I feel like this. And you just keep saying that and you have that mindset, you're just going to feel like that. You're going to continue to feel like that.
You got to be mindful of what you say to yourself as well. You are absolutely right, because words don't disappear, they stay, and your body listens to that. So you keep saying, oh, I'm drained, oh, I'm tired. No, you tell yourself, I may be drained, but I can do this. Oh, I may be tired, but I can do this. Your words will eventually shape your identity. Your words will align.
And we're made in God's image. And what that tells me is like, He made us like Him. And from the beginning of like, if anyone reads the Bible, in Genesis, God didn't build the earth and just build everything with His hand. He literally spoke it. He said, at the beginning, the Word was what? The Word was God. Like, He literally spoke it. So that should tell you, dang, He created us and we're basically like many gods because we come from Him. We have to learn how to speak things, and then not just speak things, speak positive about it.
If you don't believe it at first, eventually your mind will start believing what you're saying. It takes repetitiveness to keep telling yourself over and over, and eventually your mind will relate to what the words you were saying, and the words will become healing, and your body just listens. And I feel like Jesus has healed, and He has forgiven, and He has done so much that He's just not going to let us die miserable. But it's up to you if that's how you want it. Like, you have to convince yourself that this is not how it's going to turn out. You got to have a positive way of thinking.
Yes, you have to. Your mind and your tongue is so powerful. I actually believe in a way that, because I've experienced this, thinking about something and then it happens. I don't know if you experienced that. I wonder what Sally Mae is doing. I haven't spoke to her in a long time. Next thing you know, Sally Mae called you the next day.
Right. I think there is power in what we speak, and there's power in what we believe. I don't take that as just say it again and it magically happens. I take it as what you consistently tell yourself. It shapes how you show up, because your brain is always listening and your body responds to what it hears over and over again. But there are certain circumstances where you just think a random thought in your head, and then the next day it's like, bam, and you're like, what in the world? And I think that is God just showing you. Imagine if you told yourself consistently something, positive about you, or something that you could do every day, what could happen? Because I feel like your words are patterns, and patterns become your reality. So it's just not about believing things will change. It's about aligning your actions with what you say you believe. I do want people to also understand that you can have faith and still struggle, and you can still have hard days. And it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that you're human and you're learning how to support yourself through it. But what you said about speaking life over yourself, that matters, because over time you start to believe it. And when you believe it, you move differently.
Yes. And for every action, there's a reaction. And people think that just with what you do, it's also with what you think. It's also with what you say. It's not just about what you do. What you do actually should be the last thing. You should actually believe it, say it, and then it comes true.
That's a very powerful statement, because that is a strong mindset moment. Because it's just not about what you do. It does start with what you believe. And it's not that action comes last. It's that all three have to align. What you believe should shape what you say, and what you say shapes how you show up. And what you do creates the result. So belief sets the direction, but action is what creates the outcome. So I do agree with you. You have to believe it. You have to speak it. But you also have to move like it's already yours. And that's the same thing with healing. You can't just say you want to feel better. You have to support your body, make the changes, show up consistently. Because when your mindset, your words, and your actions all align, that's when things actually start to change.
Faith without works is dead. You can't just believe it and just, that is all you need. What's that mustard seed? That 1% we've been talking about. That's how small it is. That 1% is enough for you to get better. That 1% is enough for you to just think of something positive.
If you consume your mind with negativity all day, that's not good for anything about you or your body or your mind. But if you just have that 1%, it could change everything about your mind, your body, and your spirit, emotionally, physically, and mentally.
You don't know how many times I've went to the emergency room before I got diagnosed because of the symptoms I was experiencing. And it was elderly people in there, and they weren't that old. They was around, like, I guess 45 to 70, around that age range. And they looked like the way the nurse had talked to one of the dudes that was there. He's there frequently. They know his name. They was bringing him snacks. They know him very frequently, but it was like the way he was set up. He was set up like death is coming tomorrow. Like the way he was set up, like he just gave up on life. Then you have people like Denzel Washington. He is 72 years old. Do he look 72? Do he act 70? In the words of Denzel, he said, I'm not in the Hollywood business. God put me in the movie business. It's so different. Yeah. But the point was, it was just sad. I was just like, this person wants to be at the hospital. They want to be catered to by a nurse. They want to give up on life. They don't want to do anything, but their mindset is so stuck in the hospital, so stuck on being sick, so stuck on the negativity. When you had Denzel's walking out here, you had men that's way older than you that's still doing movies, that's still in his career, and I promise you, this man is happy at home.
There's also this 76-year-old man, and he gets up at 6 a.m. every morning, no matter rain, snow, sleet, shine, whatever, and runs 6 miles in the morning, goes to work, comes back, he does his bow and arrow, he owns his bow and arrow company, and then he does 10 miles hiking up a mountain, and then he comes back. I'm like, holy shit, he's 70-something years old doing all this. Like, what in the world? If you can talk yourself out of something, imagine the things that you could talk yourself into. It might not fix everything overnight, but it can change how you show up, how you fight, and how you keep going. All it takes is a small shift. Just that little bit of belief is what can keep you going.
And this is why most people say that sickness or whatever you're going through is more spiritual. And I feel like it's spiritual in a way where it's just like what you say, what you do, what you're watching. All of that can affect you. It can affect your health. It can affect your mental health. It can affect your morals. It can affect your intentions. And that's literally you. It can literally affect your identity.
Imagine the people that are going through marital struggles, and it's so easy to hop on a dating app and text a random stranger. Like, there ain't no way in hell that I would even download a dating app, but it's just the simplicity of what people have access to these days, that you're ready to ruin your own marital just to have a quick fix because you and your spouse are going through an argument or a disagreement at that time. It's like everything that you take in, it is what shapes you, what you watch, what you listen to. what you say to yourself, all of that feeds your mind. And over time, it really does become your identity because you're consuming it. What you consume becomes how you think, and how you think becomes how you live. And that really affects everything, your stress, your nervous system, your health, because your body is responding to what your mind is processing. That's why I had to get away from my mom, because hearing negativity, feeling stress, living in tension, it showed up. So it affected how I communicated, how I connected.
So crazy. I blocked my mom 5 days ago. And it hurt me.
You blocked your mom?
Yes, I had to block her because of our history of arguing and narcissism and things that she put in me instead of building me as a little girl. I blocked her literally 4 days ago, and it hurts me because I do love my mom. I do want to speak to her, but because of the God loving that's full of joy and love and all of that, I can't jeopardize that.
But I do want to say something though. You loving your mom has nothing to do with you protecting your peace, because I don't even look at it as cutting someone off. I look at it as creating space when something feels unhealthy, because you can love someone and still need distance from them. And that doesn't mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that you're disrespectful. It just means you're learning what you need to feel okay. Because relationships affect your stress, they affect your nervous system, they affect your health. So sometimes it's not about blocking forever. It's about creating that space so things don't keep hurting you. And my mom has been the same way. She told my son that I would die soon because if I catch the virus, it was going to kill me. The thing she tells my 11-year-old son is not healthy. And so everything that has came out of my mom's mouth has done nothing but negative harm to me. So I don't talk to her, and it's not because I don't love her. I love her, but from a distance. I know what I need to protect my space and creating the energy I need for me, and her being in my space is not healthy for me.
For me, it got to a point where my mom was never, ever pleased with my actions. I could bring home good grades. I can be the best sport player. I can clean up the whole house every day. I can cook for my siblings, iron their clothes. And I had that responsibility at a young age, and I jeopardized my childhood to be a provider in that way. And because of that, she still downgraded me and wanted me to fit in a bubble that she wanted me to fit in. And I never had the chance to grow in a way where I could experience things that a little girl is supposed to experience. When it comes to kids, needs to be poured into a lot. They need to be told not only that you're beautiful, but they just need positive reinforcement, and they need positive forms of discipline. Instead of that, because of what she went through, she projected that onto me, and I just feel like that's an issue everywhere. The projection of what a parent goes through, it's like, I don't care if you're bringing home A's, still mop the floor, still go take care of your brothers, and I'm gonna just be out here smoking my weed. You still need to do what you need to do because I made you. And if I made you, I can take you out.
I feel that so much is the same way.
Yes, and it's like that mindset is so negative and so stressful. And it's narcissism. It's like, you do it my way or it's going to be a problem.
My mom is so big on narcissism that if me or my son or my daughter confront her about what's going on with her, then she turns around into a full-blown argument how it's not her, it's us. Because you're trying to address what's hurting you, right? Then you address to her what's hurting you, but then it turns around to being your fault of what's hurting you.
Like, I deserve respect too. I deserve to be heard too. And she believes in this. Like, a parent should never apologize to a child.
My mom's the same way. I don't remember last time my mom's even said, I love you or nothing. Like, my son even asked her, he said, Nana, can you stop cussing at me? She said, you don't need to ask me for shit. I'm the adult around here. And, that's a lot for a child to carry because they're being children and they're given the adult responsibilities. And they're supposed to give the support that you need. And that can leave a mark when no matter what you do, it's never enough. And a child should not have to earn love. They should feel it without conditions.
They shouldn't have to earn love. That is so true.
And sometimes parents give what they were given, even if it's not healthy. And that's how my mom is. Like, my dad was abusive. My sister was abusive. And that projected onto me on everything that I wasn't doing. And I never got apologies. I never got told I was loved. And so now it's being projected onto my children. And I'm trying to teach my children, it's not you. That's a her issue. Like, you don't deserve that. You don't need experiences like that. You deserve your peace and just stay in your childhood. But it can affect how they see themselves, how they handle stress, how their body responds.
And not only that, as a child, you don't have an outlet on where to go or what to do when you're in that narcissistic position. For example, I'm 11 or 12 years old. You expect me to do the job that you're doing, like ironing my brother clothes and making sure that my laundry is done and cleaning up the house and just making sure everything is on point. And then if I don't do it right or if something happened, it's on my ass. When that's not how it's supposed to go. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't want to do it, right, now I'm going to be abused for not doing something that you were supposed to be doing the whole time. I'm 12, 13 years old. I don't have to iron my brother clothes. That's your job. You know what I mean? I get responsibility, but she was adding on what she was supposed to be doing onto me because she felt like I created you for this.
That's sad because it starts closing off children on who they can trust when they get older, because if their grandparents or their parents, if they can't protect them, then who's going to protect their feelings? Exactly. And for you to carry things that weren't meant for you to carry and then feel like if it wasn't done perfectly, you were in trouble. That creates fear. A child shouldn't have to live in fear of getting it wrong while trying to be everything for everyone. And that's not because you weren't capable. It's because you were put in that position that didn't even match your age. And I feel like that's why so many parents need to learn to let their child be children.
Children forced me to grow up so fast that I couldn't have my childhood.
So if later on it shows up like feeling like you never do anything good enough, putting pressure on yourself, always trying to get it right. There's a difference between giving chores and being held responsible for something that isn't yours to be responsible with. That's not pressure, that's fear.
Yes, and I need to say this. This is a scenario that happened to me, and I just know that there's somebody who might be going through this, and I need you to know that it's gonna be okay. At the age of 14, me and my parents were in this moving phase where it was like everything is packed up. We're kind of all sleeping in one room because we had a rodent issue. With that rodent issue, it's like everybody just slept in the room. Basically, everybody has self-soothing things that they do when they sleep. And one of the things that I do to self-soothe myself to sleep is I shake my legs. I rub my legs together, I rub my feet together, and I just, find a little corner, I snuggle, and straight to sleep. My mom couldn't process that. She couldn't process, why are you self-soothing? Why are you shaking the bed? Why are you doing that? And when she couldn't find a reason of why I was doing that, she judged me in such a harsh way, with my brother sleeping in the bed, with her actually sleeping in the bed also. She thought that I was self-pleasuring myself at 13 years old in the bed with my brother. Because when she looked at the corner of her eye, she's like, what is this shaking going on? Why your legs is doing that? What's going on with you? And I kept telling her, I'm not doing that, Mom. That's disgusting. I'm 13 and it's disgusting. I don't want to talk about these things with you. I'm already scared to have the sex talk with you. But you think that I'm doing this just diabolical, disgusting thing in a bed with my brother? Not only that, I got abused from it. She took a metal rod, turned on the light at 2 a.m. with my brother in the bed, and beat me. I have scars and everything on my body from that beating. Not only that, she ruined my image at 13 years old and told all her friends, all my family, what I was doing. And it forced me to lie. I had to lie because I wanted peace. And even though it was I had to lie because I wanted peace, but I didn't realize I was trading that peace for my, the way I was viewed, my image. So even though I did get peace, it wasn't really peace. Because, they be quiet about it, but now I'm going around as this disgusting little girl. Now my image is ruined. Now I'm going around as this type of nasty little girl. When I lied for my peace. And it took days of her interrogating me. So you telling me you didn't do that when I seen you? You telling me you wasn't doing that? And I was like, Mom, no. It was to the point where if a mom don't believe their child, how do you think I felt when my own mother that's supposed to care for me and protected me blamed me for the most ridiculous, nastiest, disgusting thing that you can possibly blame a child for? This is the type, just because it's your mom or your brother or a close family member, you might love them, but trauma affects you. Trauma causes stress. Stress boosts cortisol. Cortisol makes you have autoimmune diseases. When that stress and everything builds up, that trauma, it all affects you later, whether you realize it or not.
That was not okay, because you were trying to comfort yourself, and instead of being understood, you were judged and hurt. I do want you to know that self-soothing like that, moving your legs, rubbing your feet, that's something a lot of people do. Like, that's nothing wrong with you. You weren't doing anything bad. You were trying to feel safe. And for that to be misunderstood and then punished, that can leave a deep mark. I completely agree with you when you have to lie to keep peace, because I've had to lie to my mom about everything just so there wasn't an argument, just so the peace was there. And now she wants to call me a pathological liar. No, I only lie to you because that's who I have to lie to for my peace.
Yeah.
She don't get that concept that I don't lie to anybody, but I lie to you, and there's something wrong with you if I have to lie to you to keep peace. You didn't deserve that, and none of us deserve that.
Yeah.
It is just a sad thing that your parent or somebody that's supposed to love and protect you to take a misunderstanding and be punished by it when they should be trying to make you feel safe.
That's not right, and it really left a scar. I still think about that moment now, and it happened more than 10 years ago. That's how trauma and stress can really affect you.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was blamed when I told the truth. That's like the worst thing. There's people that die because they lied. there's people that really get hurt because they lied, but imagine getting hurt because you told the truth.
That's the scariest place to be in. That hurts in a different way because it's not just the pain, it's also the confusion. It's the feeling of, I told the truth and I still wasn't safe. And that can make you question your voice, your truth, even your... So being punished for telling the truth can also teach you that your voice isn't safe. But I do want to say this, that wasn't because you were wrong. It's because you weren't in a safe environment to be heard. You told the truth and that mattered, even if it wasn't received the right way. And moments like that can be hard later to speak up, to advocate for yourself. But the fact that you're doing it now, that's powerful because your voice, it was never the problem. It just wasn't protected.
It took a lot of therapy because I feel like in order, if you can speak about it, you've gone through healing. So it took a lot of therapy to get to this point, to advocate myself. It took a lot of self-love. It took a lot of self-care. It's not easy, but you can do it. It's possible.
And that's not easy, especially when it's your mom, because that's not just a relationship, that's your foundation. What changed is you started prioritizing your peace and you started listening to yourself. You started protecting your energy, and that affects everything. It has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful talking to you. I do want to say that you are not crazy, you are not overreacting, and you are not wrong. Sometimes the problem is that the system wasn't built to listen. But that's exactly why I created Unhinged and Allowed to exist. If you ever need anything, you know how to reach out to me. And I hope we can do this again soon because it has been a wonderful time talking to you. That's all I want to do is help spread awareness. I don't want anybody to be in the position that I was, trying to search for answers on my own and having to feel alone, because nobody is alone through this. We are all walking the same path, even if it's a different diagnosis.
If they sleeping on us, wake 'em up now.